vamshi Gaddam ji.
Sir, this bill has been named the Shanti bill, sir. मेरे हिसाब से एक अशांति बिल होना चाहिए, sir, because the points that are raised in this bill are very dangerous to the safety of our country, sir. So I want to raise a very important point. This government is showing no accountability, no responsibility, no answers to any issue that is happening around the country, and they are ultimately facing no consequences. Why I am raising this, sir? You talk about the recent attack on our country, be it the Delhi terror attacks. Nobody talks about this subject. We all saw Rahul Gandhi ji raised that after Operation Sindoor, what is the government going to do when there is a next attack that is going to happen on our country? Unfortunately, nobody talks about this. When we try to raise it, there is no time allocated to that. When we talk about unemployment issues, the government doesn't take any responsibility. They promised 2 crore jobs per year since the last 11 years. Nobody talks about that. You talk about Indigo crisis, there is no accountability on that. The government is encouraging private players. When Indigo makes 7,000 crores profit and Air India makes 10,000 crores losses the same years, the government doesn't talk. The rupee devaluates, the government doesn't talk. So why I'm raising all these important issues is, when this government introduces a bill like the atomic bill, removing the liability from the suppliers, who is going to be liable when an accident or an incident happens in the nuclear space, sir? So we have to understand the biggest disastrous change is the change to the civil liability law. If you're so confident that there are not going to be any accidents, there are not going to be any nuclear incidents, I've heard some of the members say that we are very safe, there's no incident going to happen, then why is this liability law being removed, is my question to the Honorable Minister through you, sir. So when we talk about France, Russia, China, South Korea, all of them are state-owned and government-owned, sir. Who will be responsible is the biggest question that comes when we talk about this bill. The government is passing this bill to put national security, national defense in the hands of private players, sir. I want to ask, what is it that the people have given mandate for? And are the people okay when we take such draconian decisions in putting such power in the hands of few private players, sir? So we all know, Honorable Member Manish Tiwari ji has rightly raised, when Adani has shown interest to enter the nuclear space, within a month this bill is put up, sir. Is it a pure coincidence, or are we repeatedly doing the same mistakes that were done in the last 10 years? Sir, we have to learn from history. We always keep looking at the mistakes that our predecessors have done, and we have to take forward-thinking actions. We have to take decisions which impact our children of the future for the better. But unfortunately, sir, this Shanti bill is all about risk, and it's not about if it will happen, sir. It is about when it will be happening. And when such an untoward incident happens, if everything is safe, liabilities are diluted, the nuclear danger, the nuclear incident does not care about intention, sir. It does not care if it is a private player that is owning the nuclear plant or it's a government player that is owning the nuclear plant. Radiation does not behave like a gas tragedy or a water tragedy, sir. It does not leak or does not disappear. We have to think about the children of the future. Radiation is zameen mein bas jati hai, sir. India's previous governments, previous leaders would take responsibility if there was any untoward incident, if there was loss of life to the people of our country. We have heard about resignations of ministers taking responsibility in our earlier governments. But unfortunately, today we simply divert the topic and we go on to the next one. Sir, I repeatedly want to raise that sending this bill to the private players and giving private players whole and sole responsibility would be dangerous for the people of this country. I feel this bill is against the interest of our country, the safety of our country, and the safety of the citizens of our country. Privatization of nuclear power has failed repeatedly globally, and I urge this government to rethink its decisions, to have some liability on the private players and the suppliers in order to ensure safety and the security of our country. Thank you, sir. Jai Hind.